take a stand. I was watching Hannity just the other night, and he was interviewing Bill O'Reilly, who of course used to be with Fox, and they were talking about taking a stand. Of course, it was NFL, and doing the kneel, and Rush Limbaugh came on right after O'Reilly, and you know, it was interesting to watch him as well. He says, I'm devastated. I love football. All of a sudden, it's become like Hollywood, and these guys make $20-30 million a year, whatever the number is, pick it, and now they're having political statements. He says, I watch football to clear my brain. O'Reilly kind of did the same thing. He said, hey, there's only Fox left to talk properly, and you know what, who knows what's going to happen with Fox. I'm rambling a little bit, but the whole point here is, what are you guys doing kneeling, and what's with this racist stuff? President of the United States had nothing to say about if you're black, purple, or green. He said, a guy won't honor our flag, fire him. And now you got some owners of teams kneeling with the teams. I don't know what you do with him, who's going to fire him, but it's pretty bad and pretty sad. I mean, you should be proud of your country, regardless if you're a Democrat or a Republican or whatever you are. Stand up and be proud. And if you're not, stay in the bloody locker room. Nobody wants to see or talk to you. Now in Washington, D.C. The D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals officially denied Washington, D.C.'s request to rehear the cases of blah, 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 and where in Washington there was a restrictive good reason requirement to get a concealed carry permit. And you had to have a special need beyond self-defense. What is there beyond self-defense? You can go in and say, I got guys on motorcycles, they're shooting at me and I need to have a gun. And I said, no, that's just self-defense. What does beyond self-defense mean? The good news is that we won. And I laugh, I shouldn't laugh, I guess, but it violates the Second Amendment, but it also violates good old-fashioned common sense. Oh, good sense, because good sense ain't common. Could you imagine? Beyond human stuff. Take children, for example, right? Another child, I had to write this down, it was so profound. I mean, I kind of had it brewing up here, then I had to put it here. Another child takes another child's toys. He takes his food. He takes his candy. The victim, the poor little child that got everything taken from him, he cries. And the bully, he keeps on being a bully. What can stop it? You got to smack him. Okay? Politics, the government, they take our stuff. Somebody's got to smack them. Did you get all that? I mean, I hate to compare us to children, but our politicians treat us like we are. Somebody needs to smack these bullies because they continue to take stuff that's none of their business. I mean, we're happy to give to help, but not to give to waste. And these guys, they just waste. You know what? Here's something else. It just makes my head spin. Recent headlines is that Canada is willing to broker peace between the United States of America and North Korea. Okay, now give that some thought. What would Canada offer? Gay pride membership, maybe? I mean, a look into Canada's feminine side? A bunch of girly men gonna go there and say, let's have a little hug and a love fest? Are you kidding me? I remember men and women are glad they were. And this guy, the Prime Minister that leads Canada, he wants everybody to be queer, I think. I mean, good bloody grave. And you're gonna broker a peace treaty between real men? I don't think so. Bears in British Columbia, Canada. 373 bears have been killed from April to the end of August. That's only several months, right? Put down by the BC Conservative Service. So if you're against guns and bear spray and all the rest, maybe give that a second thought. That's just the ones that are reported. Do you know how many good guys actually hike with a gun in their pack? Many of them. I'm talking in cities, close to cities, in provincial parks, because they know that big government, big brother, ain't smart enough, and nor do they have the right, to tell you that you can't defend your life. I mean, that's a lot of bear talk, right? I mean, but it's happening, and I know many people who go on big hikes, long hikes in British Columbia, and they're always armed, and good for them, because sometimes it's a little bit too late. Now, what they don't say in that article is why the bears got caught. Were they having breakfast with somebody, eating a person, or what was going on? I mean, they just didn't catch them and put them down. The bears were doing something bad. So you should be allowed to protect yourself from humanoids and bears and animals and all of the rest of those things in life. Y'all come back here tomorrow. We have more chatter for you from the right. See ya.